Now, there are a few special cases where you can find a quadratic equation that can be written in the form x squared equals k, where k is just a number, which we call a constant sometimes in math. If you want to, you can look at this way of how they solve for x squared equals k. You subtract k from both sides, and now you have x squared minus k is equal to 0. And we can use the difference of squares factoring method if you take the square root of k as the square root of k squared as your second term. So they rewrote this k as the square root of k squared. And now you have x plus the square root of k, x minus the square root of k. And you solve for each of your factors. This is how you can do it. And then your solution set is x is equal to negative square root of k or x is equal to square root of k. Another way you can see it, and this is just me showing you that there's multiple ways, you can have x squared is equal to k, and to get rid of the squared on the left side, we can apply the opposite operation of squaring, which is the square root. The square root cancels the power or reduces with the power, and now you have x is equal to plus or minus the square root of k. Either or works. Now, if your solutions are square root of k or negative square root of k, whenever you have x squared equals k, your solution set is written like this, fancy bracket, square root of k, comma, negative square root of k, fancy bracket. Or you can abbreviate it with plus or minus square root of k with the fancy brackets. If your k, now we have three possible cases. If your k is greater than 0, both of your solutions are real numbers. If your k is smaller than 0, meaning that a negative number, if your k or the radicand value that you have inside the root, it's a negative number, you have two imaginary solutions. Negative I square root of the absolute value of k and I square root of the absolute value of k. And if your k is equal to 0, if your value or the radicand value is equal to 0, then there's only one solution, 0. I'm going to go over examples to show you how these particular cases work. But if you want to, you can add these to your toolkit for the class, because these cases are going to be used often when we're solving for equations.